come to again. It's something you could write. It's like one of those things you could write a whole verse about and just
nice.
like this.
Yeah, I'm trying to eat the bars that sauteed with good spinach, gold plate, shrimp, ziti, y'all still mooching off a picnic. I flay the salmon like it's nobody's business. Taste the chicken, find a reason, send it back to the kitchen. This ain't communion, top my wine off, I'm still sipping. Vamp squid sucking blood vessels at the fucking fishes. Grab Hermione by the ass, I'm trying to play the Quidditch. Hogwarts, my hard wand, I'm slithering these Griffin bitches. The one disciple, almond rifles for the rest of the dozen. OCD to talk in town, you thought you were, but you wasn't. Herman Munster on the flow, I'm killing it like the cousin. Different to me and you, I spit the truth and you with the bluffing. Turn the tables like I'm choosing off a lazy Susan. I grab the pepper, blow a gazoom on the food you consuming. I'm not impressed, you want the 5 stars, but I'm not approving. I threw the napkin on the table, spit the food I was chewing. Yeah, hit Mickey D's for the 20 piece. I down the window, curse the kids in the street for a tease.
And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hot Takes Podcast. This is episode 28 coming at you. Another day in 2020. We're back at it again as usual. I'm here with a very special guest today. He raps, he's a songwriter, producer, Danny Summonte, otherwise known as just Summonte. How we doing today?
How we doing? Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, of course,
so
man.
Much.
And of course, my cameraman, Joe Critelli, helping me out as always. We don't have a camera on him tonight, but he's here. So don't worry, guys.
I'm camera shy today.
So how we doing today, Danny?
Doing all right.
Doing all right?
Same usual day.
Yeah. Living life?
Living life. Making moves every day. Doing what we can.
That's what you got to do. So we'll get right into it. We're going to talk a little bit about your whole rap career, basically, where you were, where you're headed, all that kind of stuff. Probably.
Yes, sir.
All right. So first thing I want to ask you is, what made you decide you wanted to get into the game of rapping?
And when?
And when, yeah.
I think I can go back to like when I actually started seriously making music. Had to be when I was like 15 or 16. 16 actually putting out something recorded.
Yeah.
And that was just like without anything being released. And that was just like with my boy in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when everything like pretty much started. I actually took up piano when I was really young. I was like 8 years old. I started playing piano since then, and I've just incorporated that into my music. It's just helped me along the way.
It's awesome.
And yeah, it's basically seriously started at 16 where things started getting on wax. Like I actually started putting things out. So
okay.
Yeah.
Were there like tracks that when you first started that you never released?
Oh, I'd keep everything, all these throwaways.
Yeah.
All this shit. I would never want to. My mouth okay on this?
Yeah. It's good. Yeah.
I have to make sure. So, I had a lot of throwaways, and like my first track I put out was called Psycho, and it was just the dumbest sounding song ever. And it was just like I was making a song to make a song, and I would put that out, and I was like, this is crazy. This is actually possible. Oh my god, like let's get to it.
Yeah.
And then everything started to get more and more serious through just learning and knowing what I want to do for myself and how I want to portray myself as an artist. But the amount of throwaways were crazy, and like always just scrapped projects where you start something and tell yourself it's great and then it's terrible. Great, terrible.
Yeah.
So the amount of throwaways are nuts, but
I definitely know how that feels when it comes to video making too and everything like that.
Yeah, it's in every aspect of everything.
Yeah. That's something I wish I did, was keep all my like previous stuff. Yeah. And like some of them I unintentionally lost here and there, like accidentally deleted, but when it came to like making videos when I was back in high school, we would go to these abandoned places and stuff I'd put on YouTube. I accidentally deleted the channel, so I don't have those videos anymore.
All that footage,
I
all the nice
I
footage.
know. That's what happened, yeah. But that's awesome to hear that you keep everything, even just to look back on, just for shits and gigs too, you know?
A hard drive or a laptop, anything. My boy used to run a YouTube channel too, and he like I don't think he got rid of it actually, but he kept all our videos up, so even seeing like something we were starting back then is still alive, or it's just cool to still have, you know?
That's
it's
awesome.
Good memories to look back on.
For sure.
I remember seeing you on SoundCloud, definitely. I definitely listened to some of your songs. I can only remember like one.
SoundCloud's like a forbidden territory.
Yeah,
I feel like
nowadays, bro.
That's
It's
so
nice back
old.
in the day.
Like everything on there is so old. I feel like I've done, but it's still me. So
yeah. All right, so that's basically when you started your music career as a whole, basically. Mm-hmm. Who was your friend that you were rapping with?
Oh, his name is Steve Mancino.
Steve
Mancino.
Mancino.
You guys know him, yes. Yep. He goes by Cino Weevil. And it's not even just him, but I'd say probably the three that really got me into it was a group called I Am Legacy, and that was of Cino Weevil, Kyle Smolin, and we also have Eric Nelson.
Yeah, okay.
They were like a tri group, and they just inspired everything. So they were basically the ones I started with, and they've all just kept going, either together or in their separate directions.
Right.
And we've evolved. So yeah, it was basically Steve and them, the other two.
Awesome.
Eric and Kyle, yeah.
All right, yeah. I was actually talking to Kyle the other day, too. I think I'm going to have him on eventually as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you said you were playing piano when you started playing piano when you were younger. You were implementing it in most of your songs or all of your songs? All of them?
Yeah.
Nice.
Everybody thinks it's like cocky when you say, oh yeah, it's in all my songs or I make all my beats, but like, I feel like that's the stigma. It's not. I just like to make my own shit.
Yeah, right.
You know? And when you're on it, I feel like it's twice as cool. You made the beat.
100%.
Might have got a little off topic there, my bad.
All good.
I said, imagine getting shit on for making your own shit.
Right?
Nice, Joe. That's a good.
So you implemented in most of your songs. Do you use that as like a groundwork to your beats, or is it something you'll add in later on? Be like, oh, this will sound nice over here. This will sound nice over there.
Down the line, yeah. It doesn't really matter where. No, it still matters, but it comes up anywhere. I've never really started with drums or said it's drums over melody, or melody over drums or something like that. It's just always fit in the certain areas. But I always, somehow it's always the keys find their way in there. And mostly it's not even just piano. I like flutes a lot. I love flutes. I love flutes and organs.
I loved them as a kid.
I love violins. Yeah, recorders. Remember Mrs. Tibbs' class, we had recorders
and
stuff.
Yeah.
Man. But I don't know. I love all type of instruments, but I do it all through the keys.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just like what I learned back then.
Yeah.
I have a piano teacher. His name is Annabelle, and he still comes to me every morning on Tuesday at 7:30.
Really?
In the morning, yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
He still comes.
So skill sharp.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's been fun.
I played
He's very talented too.
Is he?
He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's flying up and down. Like nuts.
People, man, like I don't even know how they could like memorize that stuff. Like I don't know, something with you musicians, man. You guys just have it like you guys have something I'll never have, you know, when it comes to music at least.
I know what you mean, man. I mean, everybody thinks it's memorizing too, but like I look at this and I'm like, I don't know how you guys do this, or how you're like orchestrating an actual podcast.
Right,
you know?
Right.
So I look at that and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's all Frank. I don't gotta do
nah, I can't do this without you, my dude.
There you go.
I kiss you right now.
So besides piano and flute, do you play any other instruments at all, or try to play around with other instruments?
If you count a beat machine, you know what the beat machine is?
Is that the thing
pads?
with the squares?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to count that as an instrument, I play that, but nothing else.
Okay.
Just the piano. I would love to learn drums and guitar. For sure. 100%.
I started guitar tutorials back when I was high school too, and I don't take lessons anymore. Now it's more like, oh, I like this song, I want to learn it. I'll just go on YouTube and learn how to play the song, kind of deal.
Yeah.
But I would love to start like reading notes. Could you read notes on piano?
On piano, I can read notes.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm as confident with it as I am just finding the rhythm.
For sure.
But you know, even if you're just striking up chords, dude, it's something.
Yeah.
You know, it's much more than what you would have known if you didn't take a try at it.
100%.
So,
yeah. And I love playing it. It's fun from time to time.
It is.
I play my Tenacious D songs from time to time.
Tenacious D.
Yeah.
I feel you. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. So you've decided to just go by Summonte. Was that something that came naturally to you, or were there other names in the works as well before you came down to Summonte?
I feel like it started as Dan Summonte, and then I was looking at that and it would be like See No Evil featuring Dan Summonte, and I was like, that just looks a little strange. So I just cut the first name, made Summonte. I was gonna go by Monty for a little while, but I'm pretty sure there is a rapper named Monty. So
that sounds kind of familiar to me for some reason. Yeah.
I don't know, I thought he was part of Dream Chasers, but I don't think so. Something like that. But no, kept that Summonte.
Okay.
So, what better than to just rock with my name, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, eventually, if it, you know, when we do get somewhere, it'll be tied back to me.
Right.
So
cool, man. Very cool. So you go by producer, songwriter, musician, all of it. Yeah. What is your favorite part of the process when it comes to making your beats? And tracks in general.
I think if you're saying with tracks, I would say I love mixing vocals. I love mixing in general and producing in general. But a lot of times I feel like people see me as just wanting to be an engineer or a producer, and then I'm trying to lean away from the artistry too. So it's hard to balance both, but I love when, everything's done, it's all laid out, and I can jump on the mic and I can let my vocals go.
Yeah.
Because then it's me, and I'm putting my stamp on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you had the tag for the beat, and it's like, dope, made the beat too. Now it's him too, and great. I feel like I'm a strong selling point with that, but yeah. I feel like I might have drawn from the question. What did you say again?
What your favorite part of the process, basically?
Oh yeah, so it would be artistry.
Yeah,
100%.
Okay.
But I've been making beats for everybody too. I'm trying to give them out to as many people as I can, locally, overseas, different countries and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard to sell beats.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everybody wants beats. It's hard to sell them. Very hard.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Would you say that's like?
It's going well though.
That's awesome, yeah. Yes. But would you say that's like the hardest part, in a sense?
I'd say just the hardest part is getting your name out.
Yeah.
In general, yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. In any, if you're producing or trying to be an artist.
All right. Are all your songs self-produced, or?
Pretty much all of them are self-produced, yeah. Everything I've done is self-produced, recorded, mixed, mastered, engineered. Sorry, not mastered. All produced, but I have a few cypher tracks with my squad, pretty much OCD.
Mm-hmm.
And, those we've just taken some beats either that we've bought from other people or somebody in the squad's made them. We have Dole. Dole is crazy at making beats, as is Eric Lead and Steve. A lot of us are making beats too. So we're pretty much. I made a song called One Stop Shop. We're basically a little one-stop shop.
Okay, nice.
It's funny.
I was gonna say you're like a Swiss Army knife, bro.
I'm like a Swiss Army knife.
Yo, we put this guy in a room with a bunch of instruments and shit. He'll come out with a song tomorrow.
I love that Swiss Army knife. They made a movie called Swiss Army Man. Did you know that? With Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, no.
And he is literally a Swiss Army knife. But he's a man, and this guy uses him in the woods. And he survives in the woods with Daniel Radcliffe as the knife. But
that's an interesting concept, okay.
Very strange. I haven't seen it, though.
I don't even know how to, what did I do?
I don't even know
why is Harry
pull
Potter?
That apart. Yeah.
Excuse me, why is Harry Potter a knife?
Yeah.
So, how many songs, EPs, albums, how many do you have collectively?
I have one not one in general, but I have one mixtape entitled Misbehavior, and that exists on SoundCloud. And then I have 2 EPs, one called Roadblocks and the other called Detour, and they exist on all platforms.
Okay.
And then I'm actually starting my next album right now, and I haven't released the name of it. I don't want to release the name until probably the end of February.
Okay.
But it's something to look forward to, I think.
All right.
I think this is one that's going to move everybody.
Awesome.
Move some hearts.
Nice.
So that's 3 total. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Very cool. And you said you had the last 2 on all platforms, like Spotify and
Detour and Roblox, yeah.
Detour and Roblox.
Spotify, Tidal, what was it, Apple, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever else comes with it, Deezer. I think there's a ton of different streaming services now.
Mm-hmm.
Zeek or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you use? Remember, there was a certain company that you just send it to them and they distribute it for everything. What is that called again?
You can use TuneCore. You can use DistroKit.
DistroKit, yeah, that's what another Arte Magnus or Art Magnus. He used that too.
I'm thinking about switching to DistroKit. I've been using TuneCore. But,
okay.
DistroKit is pretty cool. Yeah, it does the same stuff. It's just a little less expensive. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see you get the most listens and plays from?
I'd say from Spotify mostly,
Yeah.
because we aim to playlist some songs, if you can, and just I'm trying to draw as most attention as I can to Spotify and Apple right now, and not really SoundCloud, because SoundCloud, even though it is a streaming service and it has many other qualities as the others, it's free also.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I kind of you need the profile visits, you need the people who are monthly listeners to tune in, so it's just kind of trafficking.
Yeah.
But I plan on putting a project together that I can release on SoundCloud eventually when everything's out and it's had its time. Then it's out.
Right.
Another platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You need Pro when it comes to SoundCloud, right?
Yes.
To put your own tracks there and everything like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I don't feel like SoundCloud is necessarily taking a step backwards, but I think they're not slowing down. They're not keeping up with like the pace of as like Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that.
And they have ads now in between every song.
Yeah.
It's like 30-second ads, right?
Yeah. Unless you have the Pro, but
oh yeah. What does Pro get rid of that?
I think so.
I have one Pro payment, but I think I need to. Is it 2 Pro? Like another Pro payment?
That would be ridiculous.
I had the Pro. I guess I don't anymore. But we'll see.
Yeah, damn. All right.
Oh yeah. It's going down.
Do you have any inspiration or role model when it comes to making your music?
Definitely. I'd say some artists I take role modeling, like as I see as role models, would be rest in peace Mac Miller. Definitely Joey Badass, John Bellion, Quinn 92. You guys listen to any of those guys?
John Bellion, Mac Miller, of course. What were the other two names you said?
Quinn 92.
Quinn 92.
Quinn with a bunch of Roman numerals, but it says 92 if you decipher it.
No, I never heard of him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, he's cool. I think I take a lot from them because they're very organic sounding people. Or like they just make their own. Everything's very organic. It sounds bright. It sounds really like up poppy, but still kind of dreary. And there's, I don't know. I take a lot from. I feel like I'm mainly inspired by them because we make like the same type of music in a way.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess they made it first. Now I'm coming up and I'm like, yeah, now we make the same type of music.
Well, it's all about, everyone has their own type of flow and everything, and it's all about the inspiration to it anyway. Yeah, 100%. Do you have a favorite album, and to go even deeper, a favorite song?
Of my own?
Yeah.
I'd say, I guess one to recommend would be my last EP was Detour, and a song on there is So What. And that was like the last song I made for the album. I didn't know how I was going to make it. I just started putting down instruments and stuff, and I was sitting there and I really couldn't make a song at all. And I was like, I really got to get the EP out. And it wasn't like last song, just have to finish this, get it out. It was like I had some time to do it, and I had absolutely no idea where I was going with the song. And then it just started to all fall in place, and it became like one of my favorite ones out there. And it's very real. It's very like it's just very honest. The whole thing. You can feel it in a way. So I would recommend So What on my last album.
Okay.
Detour.
On Detour, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you're making a song, I'm assuming for you, it's all about the meaning behind it. You're not just making a song just to make a song, something that just like, just rhymes and all right, I'll just throw it out there.
Of course, because that's when it's quantity over quality.
Yeah, right.
Everybody's like, oh, you need to have as much music out as you can. That's just bullshit. You just gotta have. I don't know why I've always thought of it this way, but having music that makes people emotional, or it sounds like I'm labeling it crying, but a song that makes somebody cry is like. When a song makes me cry, I'm like, holy God. Like, that's crazy to me,
Yeah.
That sticks with me. I save it. It goes everywhere. I show everybody. I show it to my manliest friends because I want to see if they cry. Or like,
Yeah.
That resonates more with me. So, I want to make more music. I make music like that. I put the care into it, and I want it to stick with you.
Right.
Afterwards. And if you're making a song with less care in it, and you know that, I would mention it. I'd say, you know what? This just came out of nowhere, and
right.
Look what I cooked up today. This is sick.
Yeah.
And, because people believe in a hard auto-tuned song or then, a really beautiful acoustic song. There's a difference, so. You know what you make.
Yeah.
And I feel like, for the most part, I put a lot of thought into my songs. Yeah.
Awesome. Very
Definitely
good.
comes from the heart from this guy, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
First podcast. I was shaking like a leaf.
With that being said, are there any songs that you knew was just to be, all right, we're just going to play around with this one, not really meaning that much? Have you ever had a track, like, not to compare it to Kanye West's Scooped It and Poop,
yeah.
But, like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You made something ridiculous.
Yeah.
It actually turned out great.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I thought I might have one. Like, me and Steve made this song, Lime, back in the day, and when we listen to it now, like, it's crazy and it's funny as hell, but, like, there was just no direction anywhere in it. And, like, you can say the same. Like, it's everywhere. And it's so funny. But it's one of my favorite songs. And a lot of people liked it, too. I don't know how, but it just shows everybody will like what you may or may not.
Yeah.
So, Definitely. Definitely Lime. There might be one or two. I can't really think of them at the moment, but Lime. Look up Lime.
Frank, I don't know if this is gonna be a question or not, but like, who's your favorite like artist? Do we ask that question?
Mine?
Do you have one favorite artist?
Yeah.
I don't have one. I don't think I have one. Definitely, probably Quinn
and never one with these guys,
John.
Frank. That's why I said that.
It's never one with these guys. Probably John Bellion.
John Bellion.
If I had to make one, yeah, because he's hit me like crazy throughout my life. Just a lot of hard times. All his albums, I feel like, hit me at the right times of my life and just got me. I don't know. I would say definitely John Bellion or Quinn 92. Those are the two that I think I resonate most with. Yeah. Okay. As far as rap goes, probably Mac or Joey Badass. No, I would say so.
It's clear that you don't only use rap in your songs. There's obviously like singing with vocals and whatnot. What do you like better?
I think I like this. I don't want to. It's not one over the other, but I if I had to lean, I've always felt a little bit more comfortable with the singing.
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah, because I've been doing it since I was young, and I was really taught rap through I Am Legacy, and they really taught me like you can sound stupid as hell or as smart as hell when you come on a track, in a certain way you do it, and I don't. They really woke me up to like how hip hop is taken and how hip hop goes. And but I'd say I generally used to lean a little bit more towards singing, and still do.
And you implement that in most of your songs as like a chorus?
There's always like either that little hook or a chorus or a little something to carry it out.
Right, right.
Yeah. I think it adds a little jazz to the song too.
Okay.
Like, instead of just bars, and everybody likes just rap. But if you add something in there, it's like and then rap again. It's like, okay, cool. There you go.
By jazz, what do you mean exactly? Just like
I meant literally the term of the word, just adding a little jazz. I didn't mean like actual jazz.
Oh, okay. I was about to say like some saxophone or something in there.
That's a hit, Frank.
Yeah.
If I knew how to play, definitely would make jazz.
Yeah.
I would definitely make some jazz music.
So have you had any shows that you performed at before? And if so, how many?
I'd like to be doing a lot more shows. I've done a lot of small stuff with OCD, like, basement shows and yard shows or like little venues. Recently I was at a 10-12 at night show that they did. It was their first one, and they're doing it, I believe, annually, and it's going to be every year. Well, that means annually. I don't know why I said that, but I was there recently, and then I was also at SOB's in Brooklyn, and that was cool. That was a lot of fun. It was cool performing. I've never been there. It was a legendary stage. John Bellion had been on it, so that kind of got me.
That's awesome. Yeah,
it was cool. So
that's amazing.
And we're looking to book a lot more this year. Like 2020's got to be full of a lot more shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your group OCD.
With OCD, yes.
With
and
OCD.
Personally, of course.
Yeah.
But just a lot more stage presence, a lot more in front of fans this year.
Cool.
If there's anything I've learned, I feel like throughout the journey. I apologize. I'm not feeling too well.
It's fine.
I've just been realizing how much you got to be in front of fans and how much you got to interact and do shows and be the life of the party. You're there for a meaning, know? So be the meaning. Do it.
I like that.
Yeah. Would you what's like your favorite place that you performed at? Would it be where John Bellion was playing at?
Probably SOB's. I wouldn't say just because of that, but that was that added into it.
Yeah.
And it was just a cool ass place. Mm-hmm. And the people there are nice that run it. I had a good bunch of people out there with me too.
Nice.
We brought the squad out there. It was cool. It was very fun. I definitely want to go back.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask if you were planning on doing that. But yeah that sounds awesome.
Definitely.
Where else would you like to perform? Is there like a certain place in mind that you've kind of been eyeing down lately, or?
I'd like to perform at Dingbats because that's I've heard a lot of people have hit that stage too, and it's not really about who's hitting it, but it's just a nice area. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually going to be there next month in March to see See No Evil performing, and also Mir Fontaine. You guys know Mir Fontaine?
I'm less musical than you guys. I'll definitely say that.
Yeah, they'll be at Dingbats performing. That would be probably my next one that I'd like to hit. Way in advance, Rolling Loud, definitely. And then there's Coachella and everything. That would be crazy.
Yeah, right.
But it's a long process.
For sure.
I'd say definitely Dingbats coming up. I want to.
I think it was great that you said that it is important to be the life of the party in that sense and be there for your fans essentially.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's definitely a big part of any successful person for sure. As far as like connections come, this, that, the other thing. You know, it's always good to be that people person.
It is. I've realized a lot of people just get up and they're like, "Oh, it's my turn to go on stage." They do it, and then it's like rehearsed. They get right off.
Yeah,
and
right.
It's like, dude, where was your exit? Where was your hello? And
gotta have fun.
Anything, yeah. And
Yeah.
I've done it myself. I've gone up and I'm like, what was I just? It's like I just took like a little toll and just came back down.
Right.
Like I answered a question and just that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've realized you got to be about it.
Right. Okay.
Life of the party.
Right. Do you have a song like that, Life of the Party? At all?
No, I wish I did. It's a good title.
Not yet, yeah.
Not yet.
Have you ever thought about going on tour as far as like going, I mean, you've already performed in New York, but other states besides that?
I would love to. I'm thinking after the album, I'd like to take it to as far as I can, and whether we're going with a certain group of people taking us or we're doing it ourselves, I'd like to take a van and go and just start touring and going everywhere we can, handing out merch, spreading the album.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then start booking bigger shows as well to start picking up the album, picking up what we're doing more. But I've got to get a little more knowledge on that too.
Yeah.
I feel like, because I feel like there's artists out here that have a manager and they have, somebody who, a publicist, somebody who's looking into all this stuff for them.
Right.
And I'd say our group is pretty much, we do it ourselves, but at the same time we're learning what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Self-sufficient, you guys. You guys sound
Yeah.
very self-sufficient.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, when you don't know something, reach out
right.
and start finding people who know stuff, and that's where the footwork comes in, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mm.
When it comes to the merch, we have the
Yes.
shirts here that you guys gave us. Here, you want to hand me that one, Joe? I want to show it to the camera real quick.
OCD.
OCD right here. Yep.
You heard.
Boom.
Love it. I love this style.
Yeah, these
our
are
boy.
awesome.
I love it.
Our man Babjack, his name is Babjack on Instagram, BABJAK. He made the logo, so he makes all these different kinds of logos. You should definitely hit him up.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
Has he designed other shirts for OCD so far? Or?
Pretty much, yeah. We've also been running different designs, like in winter styles to him, and
Okay.
he kind of puts his spin on it, and then he sends us back different pictures. He's been talking to Cena Weevil a little more about them, and I think they have like 2 new designs for sweatshirts that we're going to be doing, and
Awesome.
they're cool. Yeah,
And have you been selling this stuff
we've been
at your?
selling them out.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Awesome.
we're happy to be giving them. We're giving them away, but we're also selling them.
Yeah.
It's not really for the money. It's just the exposure.
Yeah.
I like to see people wearing them, and like when you, even just in everyday stuff,
Mhm.
like even if it's my sister just wearing a shirt, she has an OCD shirt on, or at shows, like you can identify it in the crowd. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's just every show is a little bit more people wearing the shirts. So,
Awesome.
and I love them. I think they're cool.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I hope you guys like them.
Yeah, they
yeah,
are
I
dope.
do,
They're
I do.
awesome. Nice. Do you have any music videos for any of your songs?
Yes, I actually have 2 out right now. One is for my first one was called Be Free,
Mm-hmm.
and that was
That's what I listened to
yeah.
on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Be Free.
that was a long time ago.
that
Wow.
was a while ago. Yeah, that was we did the video for that.
I just want to
Be free. Yep.
I remember,
Yep.
dude. I remember.
That was a blast. We shot the video for that. That was a business partner I used to work with, and then we shot one more after that. It was called Dinner Talk,
Mhm.
and that was for the Dinner Talk song that I did. We named the video Dinner Talk, obviously, and he did the same video too, and it's been cool. It's just it's been out there, man.
Oh my god.
You know?
How many years do you say? I mean, you said you started when you were 16. I guess how many years did it take you to like amass like this? Like I know your friends. Like who did you say? You said Kyle, Steve, and Eric.
Eric,
Yes.
yeah.
Nelson.
Mhm.
How long did it take all you guys to like amass this these contacts that you guys have? Like your how do I explain it better? How long did it take you to
Like gather as many people as we know.
to get where you are now? Like when did you feel like you were you were finally getting somewhere. You know, maybe that's what I want to ask. When did you feel like you were getting somewhere? I'm sorry.
I feel like there's never been an actual like monumental part that said you're here now or any. I feel like it's never been that way, but I'm just meeting more people along the way too who are also saying, yeah, I've been doing this forever, and you think, okay, that's cool. How do you what do? You learn, and then they're so good at what they do, you realize like you're even better than what I feel like I'm doing right now, and you're not even close to like where I want to be. And it's just like, to me, that's like you've already made it. It's the time that goes by and the better you get as you keep going. It's not, but like, there's also honorable mentions and the notoriety of being with a bigger artist or, on a different video or something, or having a better feature or something like that. And that's cool too, and it pushes you and gets your career longer, and it pushes you and it gives you more exposure. But I feel like there's never been like a pinpointed like mark that said I'm here now or anything. It's just been a growing process along the way, and we cut out who really isn't like doing it too much with us, or who gives up and who's still doing it, and who you've mended arguments over time and stuff, and then you realize we're all just still in the same town, but we're just much better than we were.
Right.
And like everybody carries a little bit of weight with it. Right.
And you just realize that through time.
Yeah. Through time, as time goes by, you realize like this is making it. This is doing it.
Yeah.
Until that actually happens, that noticeable moment, you're like, and then you don't know what to do because it's crazy.
Right.
You're like, I guess I've been in this long enough. I've been working hard enough. So.
Were there any other groups that you've worked with besides OCD and with Kyle and Mancini and Eric?
I've been with, Kyle went off on making his own choice with music, and he's been doing great with it himself.
Yeah.
And me, Eric, and Steve have also been like together. We've been together. Basically, we advanced with OCD. Kyle's been away from OCD, and we have just basically stuck out the whole group. It's been us. I didn't mention the others before. It was me, Steve, Eric Nelson, Jakim, Rags. We have Eric Lead, Andrew Lead, Dole, Amani D'Angelo, and Bobby Marinello, who goes by Steamboat Crilly.
Okay.
So,
that's a pretty big squad right there.
Yes, sir. I am most likely leaving somebody out, too, and I'll probably get smacked in the face if I
literally recognize, like, all those names. It's so funny.
Yeah, most of them,
they're neighborhood people. Like,
yeah.
They kept with it. These guys kept with it.
Like, Lead, I remember.
Andrew Lead and Eric Lead, yep.
Yeah.
Andrew Lead is Mustang Marinara on a...
All right.
So many names. Wait, what was Bobby's name again, bro?
Steamboat Crilly.
Yo, love it.
So yeah.
And it's awesome that you guys stuck together for this long. You're just watching each other grow, essentially, and helping each other out. It's awesome.
Exactly. We feel tight knit. I feel like.
Yeah.
And I know you guys have been growing up together.
Yeah.
So you guys are tight knit too, and.
Since Brooklyn, and we didn't even know it back.
This kid lived a street away from me in Brooklyn.
No, really?
Yeah, had no idea. Yeah,
that's sick.
Mm-hmm.
So you go way back.
Our younger siblings used to play with each other. Apparently, like in school,
Jesse and Danielle knew each other. Yeah.
Damn.
Small world, bro.
Small world indeed. Mm-hmm.
I did not put it together that Jesse's your brother. Wow.
What?
McKnight. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see him everywhere. Like everywhere. That's crazy. Damn.
I feel like you guys don't look that much alike.
You don't.
You do a little bit.
Me and Jesse a little bit.
Bone structure up here, bro. I see these guys a lot, so I could say that. Like bone structure here, you guys look kind of the same, but you guys not that so much.
That's too funny.
He's like 6'4", bro.
Yeah, and people think he's the older brother.
Oh, please.
So anyway, we were talking about the music video. The one that I wanted to talk just a little bit about was the dinner talk one, just because I love how that came together, basically, where it's multiple yous. Like,
that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. Was that like a concept that you had in mind early on?
Early on, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a great idea. I thought like we should definitely do like this has to be like a. You hear people talking in the beginning of the song, and at the end, and it's like it sounds like you're in a restaurant. So I thought, let's do like 10 of me, like 100 different me's. And he was like, all right, 100's too much. He said, we'll do it like 6 to 8 of you. And I was like, all right, but is it possible? And he said, 100%. you can it's like split imaging, something like that. I don't know nothing about cameras, but he had shown me how to do it and made it work like perfect. And it actually looks, we shot it maybe like every single scene, every single costume, we must have shot like 10, 20 times.
Wow.
And it was so annoying.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But it came out perfect, and yeah.
That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the split imaging, that is what it's called.
Yeah.
And
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I actually wanted to start playing around with that too, with have like two of me's like
That'd be
here,
crazy, right?
and have a picture, right there, you know.
So you just split the picture down the middle, and like then it just mirrors you on the other side. Is that how it works? Maybe?
You would keep the camera where it is, take a picture on a timer, I suppose. Get up, take the other picture, go in, put them next to each other, so the camera never moved.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming split it, but
yeah. And
so much science.
So much science to it, and I bet it's 10 times harder, especially when it comes to video split imaging, because you don't want to have your hand reach out and all of a sudden it gets cut off from the other screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it came out great. That was an awesome job.
Thank you so
much. Very good.
Yeah,
man.
Thank you.
And what would you say like the message was behind Dinner Talk?
Dinner Talk is a little around Lime, you know?
Okay.
It's like one of those crazy songs, but in a way I thought of it as like me talking to like someone around me, or like somebody I was having dinner with, and like how I'm feeling in the moment.
Right.
And I just wanted to tell them like in bars how I was feeling in the moment at the dinner table, and that was that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basic. But it was a little bit in the terms of Lime, like made back then. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing, but still had a source to it. You got it.
Yeah, no, you gotta.
I gotta start listening to Lime. I want to hear what you're talking
about.
Lime
is just weird, dude. It's crazy. It's a song.
I definitely want to check out the music videos, though, both of them. I didn't know you had one for Be Free, or I guess for
the Dinner Talk, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the Dinner Talk one's a little crazier than Be Free. Be Free's a little more, chill. But
I like the part in Dinner Talk you had you threw the cigarette in the water and then you drank the water. I was like, and even some of the faces you were making. Yeah, I'm sure.
He was like, drink that. I was like, no, drink it. All right.
Oh man. So I'm also a fan of the Detour EP, the intro that you made for it.
Yes.
Yeah, the GPS was you, right?
It was me, yeah. And just a woman's like, take a left here.
Yeah, like robotic kind of tone to it.
Added some weird filters to it, and yeah, that was that. And we just shot that, and it was kind of like not knowing which way I'm going with life. I just on the road, unplugged GPS, and then album starting right there.
That's awesome.
And then we hit them with 3 minutes of bars.
Yeah. So. Do you plan on making any music videos in the near future?
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely for your upcoming
for
album.
The upcoming album,
yeah.
100%, yeah. I want to have at least 3 music videos by the time the album is out. And I'm thinking it'll be possible to have 2, but, we'll have the third along the way. It's finding videographers. It's tough, but still doable.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so we've been able to gather people that we think are able to help us in the team and just personally with us as personal artists.
Right.
And I think that's going to definitely lift my career to another level too, because I don't give too much visual stuff. I think I should be a little more. So.
Gotcha. All right. So I want to talk about your latest group that you have right now, OCD. When you said you were with them all for most of your rap career basically, but yes. When did the name come up, and when it was like, all right, this is our set crew?
The name was created. I wish C was here to tell you like exactly. I hope he doesn't mad that I'm leaving anything out, but I believe it was Steve Wolf, another character we used to be with, Vero, who also went independently, and I believe Kyle was there too. And they had decided to make the name OCD together, and they said, let's make up a name for our music. Everybody, let's just call it OCD. That'd be a great name. What should we label it as? And everybody listed a name. And it was like Obsessively Creative Delinquents, and they put it all together, and it was born like that day. And then I had met them later on down the road, and I Am Legacy had started to like pick up like Rags and Wolf and Mustang and all of them, and they were all starting to get into it. And then I had met them, and it just kind of started to become a group. I want to say like probably like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Heavy pushing since the last year. We've really circled down the group and knowing who's with us and who's not.
Right. You know? Who's like fully committed with it.
Yeah.
Right.
There's been a lot. Everybody's had their ins and outs over the years. You lose people, friends, and problems and stuff. So, yeah, I'm sure all of us have been through like individually different stuff. They just separated it down. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was them at the beginning. They birthed it.
Right. Would you say? Well, I mean, I guess you'll know when you know, but. Like, as far as, like, openings, are you still looking for more people to join your crew, or do you think that's, like, your set crew there?
I think we're all pretty set, but we are always opening.
Always open
always looking for somebody. Yeah. Anybody who can contribute, and still, it is OCD Music NJ, and it's just open to the creatives, whether it's art, dancing, music, anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll always take in other people who just want to spread love and spread more creativity.
Right. So where do you guys meet up? Like, where are you brainstorming all your ideas, and where are you recording your tracks?
We have 2 studios right now. One is at my house, and it's at my pop's house, actually. And it's just a built-out studio where we have 2 rooms, an acoustic room and a control room.
Mm-hmm.
And we go over everything in there. We record from me to Wolf to Steve to Rags, everybody. And Steve also has a studio in his basement. He was the one who had the studio first, so we were always making music in his basement. Every time he had us over, we had everybody in there, and it was just like that was the creative space. That's where like the posters, the stickers, everything, and like that was nuts. So it's always been Steve's studio or mine, one of the two. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just kind of like house everybody, and whatever we can do, we'll just record everyone.
Right.
Actually, Andrew, I believe Eric Lead has his own studio too in his room.
Okay.
And he produces in his room too.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're not going anywhere like as far as like paying or anything?
No,
like,
no.
Yeah, no.
There's no need for it.
Yeah.
Basically, and we're saving our friends some money too. So
100%.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Very cool. Do you guys? Oh, when do you think people will be able to listen to your new stuff?
My new album, I don't want to say the date when
you don't want to
out,
say that? Yeah, okay.
If you don't mind.
No, it's fine.
Very, very shortly.
Okay.
Like, very shortly. It'll be
right.
out, so enough time to promote and stuff too, but it will
sure.
be out. I'll be having something announced within like the next like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So
very nice.
I'm really excited.
That's exciting to hear.
Yeah, I just feel like all the last years have been a build up to now.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I know everything, and I'm probably gonna feel like this next year. And I feel like I know everything next year, and like, oh wait, now I know what to do.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay. So now we're gonna move on to our speed round questions. I do this for every spotlight interview we do. Have like 5 seconds to answer the question, kind of deal. All right.
We don't count.
All right.
All right. So number 1, you kind of already answered, but top 3 rappers of all time.
Not favorite.
Not favorite. Top 3.
Pac, Biggie, and Cole.
Okay.
Probably.
If you had the chance, what big time musician would you like to open up for?
John Bellion.
Okay. If you were to perform at any big time festival, where would it be?
Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud. Okay.
100%.
What's an instrument you'd like to learn next?
Guitar.
Guitar.
From Dole. Dole, help. Please.
What's another big interest of yours besides music?
I love to draw, and I love to ride my bike.
And that's a good answer. I like that one. And last, can you freestyle at all? And if so, would you mind spitting something for us?
You got a beat? Do we have?
I don't know. Could you make a beat, Joe?
I don't know if I can make
Let me see if I
I'll
can
do
look up a beat.
acapella.
Pull something up.
Acapella? Do it up.
Shit. I'm a rap Rambo. I never run out of ammo. And when it's time to tango, I dance in your hiding camo. I'm Dan the Mano. I'm a real life Tyranno. I learned the ABCs a lifetime while flipping through channels. I got a lot on my plate, but I'm gonna stomach it. These rap name generated artists wanna run with it. Little Jack Horner got the pie, y'all wanna thumb in it. A pit bull raised right, but my switch flip if it come to it. I don't see anybody keeping peace as a culture. It's the boom bap, you best to only speak when you're supposed to. The new wave is sounding like a mix of Stitches and Sosa. And they still collect a mill off all the shows that we go to. But I ain't no hypocrite. I drive around drilling shit. The squad still militant. The cars smell like bomb weed and ignorance. I've been the man, but when I was a kid was on my intro shit. Intricate. Nothing I seen y'all do is equivalent. Extra ass rappers push the limit on the simpleness. Every hook a repeated word and they hooking simpletons. I cannot adapt, but I know was the restore rap, but I planned that from the baptizing and christening. Reptar Bruce Lee. I'm a rugrat to Coochie. My rough drafts on loose leaves to out-rap your new heat. I'm Fonzie to groupies. You sloth from the Goonies, where the loop be? You run for the back door, but run into me. Yeah.
All right, good shit, man. Nice.
I stumbled a little bit in there.
I'm pretty sure Frank said 5 seconds. That was fantastic.
5 seconds.
That was
5
good,
seconds,
man.
Thank you.
You do have a nice flow.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I do like it.
Have you recorded freestyles before?
I want to start doing freestyles, dude. I want to get a spinning mic going around the table. I want to start shooting that. I would love to.
That would be awesome. Like a That 70s Show kind of deal, spinning around the camera.
Exactly.
And whatever, coming up in your mind.
Like in the, I don't know, like in the middle of, like, you ever seen like Flex, something like that, or Breakfast Club, something like that. So like an actual freestyle show in my studio, I'd like to.
Okay.
So.
That was awesome, man. Good job.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yo, I wish I could do that. Like, I rap just like random little things sometimes. And sometimes it sounds good because I've said it like 100 times.
Yeah, right.
Like the exact same thing. But this is just on such another level. Like, I can't believe it, So, again, like...
For my boys, they all brought me up, bro.
Right. Like, again, you
my
musicians, like, you amaze me, Honestly, all you guys, all your boys,
Thank you, bro. You guys amaze me. With all this, seriously.
Artists, musicians, I would say all of them, right? It's the same thing?
Yeah. Well, not same thing, but an artist could be simply making a sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
You're crafting something.
Lettuce, cheese.
All right, so where can they find you on social media?
I'm at Summonte Music everywhere, basically on everything. If it's not Summonte Music, it's Summonte, but it all starts with Summonte.
Okay.
And I'm on all platforms everywhere. And for a YouTube channel, I'll be having a new YouTube channel coming out soon.
Okay.
But you can find my 2 music videos by searching Dinner Talk or Summonte. Or Be Free Summonte.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Where could they find your music? You said all platforms, but list them down for me just so they know.
I would say, well, it's all Spotify, Apple, there's Deezer, Tidal. Oh my God, what are the others? Why can't I remember them right now? It's everywhere. I'm trying to remember all the places.
If they have
it's
some
Store
sort of...
Automator. You click Store Automator and it sends to every single
Yeah.
site. But I didn't look at them all. But yeah.
Whatever platform they have, it'll be there.
Everywhere.
For sure. And could they watch your music videos? YouTube, right?
Yes.
For the most part.
It's all on YouTube, yep.
Very good. At the end of every interview, I like to talk about a little bit of movies. So if you want to just say what your favorite type of movie is or favorite movie of all time?
One of my favorite movies, I would say, has to be Phone Booth. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's about a guy who gets trapped in a phone booth in the middle of Times Square by a sniper, and he hasn't let out all day.
Really?
All day, yeah. That's crazy. It's Phone Booth, right?
I think so.
Telephone Booth.
Who's that with?
My dad has like a DVD.
Do you know who that's with?
Who's the guy? No, I don't know the actor. I can't.
I'm gonna look it up real quick because I am curious about that. It kind of reminds me of what's the movie with Ryan Reynolds stuck in the coffin, Buried or something like that?
Oh,
just a person being in one spot for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just like really tedious.
There was I saw a movie like that. A guy got his arm stuck in a rock from an avalanche.
Oh yeah.
It's similar to that in a way.
That's like 92 hours or something.
Yeah, like 48 hours or something, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank just died.
Yeah, I heard it. Just in time to anyway.
She just died on us?
Yeah, but that's why I got the spare.
Nice. How am I doing for the first podcast, guys?
Dude,
doing good, man.
Better than me, dude. I didn't even know what I was doing for that one question. I didn't know what I was saying. Maybe I should have thought out the question before I
fucked up the free. Still,
Alright, so phone booth, that's recording, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, phone booth. That is with...
When did that come out, too?
That came out in 2002.
That might be the movie my dad has on DVD.
72% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not bad, not bad. And Joe Schumacher? Schumacher.
Yeah, I just liked the movie. I didn't really get. I should have like seen who was actually doing it. But
nah, dude, who needs to do that?
Movie. Other guys, I love the other guys. Anything with Will Ferrell.
That just got on Netflix. I just watched that for the first time actually the other night. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you say a genre? Did you say favorite genre?
I don't think I have a genre.
Yeah, you're all over the place like me, bro. With that. Yeah.
I'm everywhere with it.
Have you seen any new movies lately? Like, when was the last time you got to the movies? Are you like a movie goer like that?
I don't think I've gone to the movies in probably like a month. Probably just a month.
Okay.
That's not too long, but like, has anything really new come out?
Besides Sonic and, I mean, if you're not a comic book person, you definitely didn't go see Birds of Prey, because no one, not even comic book people, are seeing that movie right now. But yeah, this is kind of like that slow period for movies until the summer comes back.
I was going to say, summer's when it starts.
Yeah, all
really
the big blockbusters, you know.
What was that one movie, Bird Box? Did you guys see Bird Box?
Yeah, I
Netflix,
did.
interesting concept.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Netflix really have some good exclusives.
They take the weirdies. They really got some crazy ones.
They do. Oh my god. You watch Stranger Things or no?
I didn't get into it. I should have. Again, I really should have. I heard it's amazing.
Very good.
Try. If you thought it was a little slow in the beginning, just try, because I feel like every season got better and better. Well, I love season 2 so much of Stranger Things.
Definitely, and I'm glad you said that, because when I first tried to watch Stranger Things, I couldn't get past the second episode. Tried it again maybe a couple months ago, and I'm hooked, dude. It's such a good show. Yeah, really good show.
Like such good exclusives. Ozark. I mean, holy crap.
Ozark.
I want to say House of Cards was great at one point, but that place is just a dumpster fire. That show.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a lot of shit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You know, it was funny because like I thought the show was so great, and then the 6th season came out, worst ratings ever.
When it was just her, right?
When it was just her.
Yeah.
Worst ratings ever. The IMDb ratings were going from like 4.2 to like 4.6 was literally like the best episode. And literally the best episode was when it was all over, because they really like fucked it up that badly. Sorry again.
It's all good.
Oh.
No worries.
I've been a little like rated R these past few podcasts. I can't even help it.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's
I'm
all
learning.
good.
I'm learning too.
Favorite TV show of all time?
Everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody loves
Raymond.
Yeah. That's a classic one.
The father passed, I believe.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, the actor actually passed. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
the parents were like they were the best characters almost, except for Ray himself, obviously.
Yeah.
But
and
the they're all hilarious.
Yeah, I love them.
They're all
What's
great.
the brother's name? What's Robert's name?
I
forget his actual name.
Like the actor's name?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Doris something was the wife, or no, the grandma, I believe.
The grandma, yeah.
Doris, no, something like that.
Yeah.
I just love the grandma and
Who
grandpa.
plays Raymond? Is it
Ray
Ramone?
Okay.
It's Ray. It's Ray Ramone. Yeah, it was a great show.
So you're a big like sitcom kind of guy?
Pretty much, yeah. I love Friends. I like. Is The Office a sitcom?
I guess you could kind of consider it's like a sitcom without the laugh effect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like slapstick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I pretty much
Okay.
Sitcoms and like stuff like The Office. I like Parks and Recreation now.
Dude,
I like Parks and Recreation. I do like it. Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
He's the boy.
So funny.
Did you finish that series full throughout or no?
Not all the way through. I think I'm at like season 5 now.
Okay. Yeah. I think there was like 7 or 8 seasons of that. Yeah, it's good from beginning to end, that show.
Blowing through it.
Yeah.
So I need a new show, Stranger Things, probably.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Definitely. All right. Well, I want to thank you for being here, Danny. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me. Seriously, this is awesome.
You were a great guest, honestly.
Yeah, man. The freestyle, you killed the freestyle. I love it.
I don't think we had anyone spit bars.
Yeah, we haven't.
Not yet, right?
Yeah,
we had a couple artists on. So.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so listen to some of Summonte's music, if not all of it, on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. You'll see it all in the description below. And if you like this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Danny, I want to thank you again for being here. And I also want to thank my cameraman, Joe Bertelli, as well. We will see you next time for episode 29. Peace out.
For the 20 piece, I down the window, curse the kids in the street for a tease. Crease my paper when I trade for the trees. I folded 20, crack a brew, and then proceed to get skied. Yeah, well, I dropped the pizza for $1.50. I'm on delivery for the rich tip, it's still shitty. I drained the gas empty, sipping cherry Pepsi, skating thin ice like Gretzky. Giuseppe sees a Marmaluke. I'm sliding in, your girl is warming up the swimming pool. I passed the house, I went to pass out and drive through. Found a mailbox and a sand trough, my pants off and 2 pop tires while I'm praying they don't call the cops. A couple trees I had to speed over, I'm saying the least. I rolled away and got my ass out the seat. Went to Tom's, grabbed a bag, rolled cigars that I had, and passed the bad one to mailman, shot the breeze, and we laughed.